all and welcome back to another engaging session with English Ladder. So in today's session, we're going to see the different ways of speaking. So now you must be thinking, are there like different ways of speaking? Yes, there are. So I'm not confusing you anymore. Let's jump into the video. So the first one is to speak or to talk. Now to speak or to talk is an exchange of words basically to convey emotions, feelings and information or anything like that, okay, in a very normal voice. Something that I'm doing right now. I am speaking to you guys. I am passing some information or I am talking to you guys, right? So something we do normally is called speak or talk, all right? Second one is whispering. I'm sure you know what whispering is, but I'll tell you what it is exactly. Whispering means to talk in a very hushed voice, in a very low voice. So you do whispering. Why do you whisper normally? Because you want to say something to someone, you don't want the others to listen, right? For example, I want to say a secret to my friend. How do I say? Listen, this is how I say, right? I'll be talking in a very hushed voice. I'll be like whispering to her. Or you whisper when you go to places where you have certain places like in hospitals, all these places have boards like silence please. So in these places, you can't just go and casually talk. In these places, you'll have to whisper to the other person, right? So that is exactly what I mean by saying whispering, okay? So that is whispering, that's the second form of speaking. The third one is screaming or shrieking, okay? This is entirely opposite to whispering, okay? For example, now screaming, I'll tell you what exactly it is. Screaming means to express something in a very loud voice, okay, in a very loud voice. So this is done to express extreme emotion or pain. For example, you are in a situation where you need someone's help. Now, how do you call out? Save me, please save me. You don't say like, please save me. You don't say that. Or you don't say, please save me. You don't say that. You howl and you shout and you scream at people, right? Please save me. The house is on fire. Things like that. So in these situations, these are like extreme situations. So in these extreme situations, when you express very loudly, this is called a scream or a shriek. Okay. So I think that's clear. Now the next one is mutter or mumble. Okay. Mutter or mumble. Now there's just a little difference between muttering and mumbling. So what is mumbling? Now mumbling is something you do in a very low voice. It's not exactly whispering, but you do it in a very low voice and no one around you understands what you say. Okay. Now this is mostly done in situations where you're disagreeing with, you're in a disagreement in a situation. Okay. And you don't like something. Okay. So maybe someone says you want to go to the beach and your friend says, no, let's not go to the beach. Let's go to the party. So what do you say? You're like, oh my God. Okay. Did you hear me what I said? No. No, this is exactly what I mean by mumbling. You say certain words, your mouth doesn't move exactly in a normal talking position. You say something comes out, but no one understands what exactly you're saying. Okay. So I'll tell you an example over here. He mumbled something which she never understood. He mumbled something which she never understood. Okay. So that is mumbling. All right. Now what is muttering? Muttering is also the same thing, like almost the same thing, where you are speaking in a very low voice when no one understands. But what you say is almost clear. Okay. In mumbling, nothing is clear. But in muttering, something or the other is clear. For example, you're really irritated and you say, oh my God. So you heard me, oh my God. I was trying to say, oh my God. Here your words are clear. So I'm muttering over here. I'm not mumbling over here. So mumbling is completely, you don't recognize at all what the person says. Okay, let's see an example for muttering. He muttered under his breath. He muttered under his breath, which means he was talking in a very low voice under his breath. Okay, so that is called he muttered under his breath, which is maybe he didn't agree the situation or maybe something happened and he didn't like it. So he was muttering under his breath. Okay, so that is an example. And the next one is whine. Not the wine you drink, but this is another wine. Okay. Now, this is also another form of speaking. Now, what is exactly whine? Whine means to complain, okay? To complain when you're like annoyed or when you're sad. Like this complaining is basically a very silly kind of complaint or like something which was unimportant. For example, you say, I'm growing old, okay? This is a very unimportant kind of a complaint, okay? This is called whining. Or you say, he didn't come. I asked him to come, he didn't come. Now, this is also unimportant or silly kind of complaining. So, this is called whining. Alright? So yeah, so those are the different ways of speaking. Now next time someone whines or mumbles or mutters, you can definitely recognize it, right? Okay, and don't forget to use them as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you in another interesting session of ours. Till then, bye bye.